What's going on, y'all? It's the No Shot Clock podcast. By now, you guys know what time it is, and we're here to rock out. But before we get any further, do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but a quick click, and it helps us out as we move forward with this. I'm Muggz.
And I'm Kmac. What's good?
What's good with you, boy?
Oh, man, you know me, man. Hey, man, the sports is popping right now, man. We got everything going on, man. We got hoops. We got NBA brawls and fights and everything, man.
Loaded.
Right now,
Loaded. I love this time of year, man. Getting ready to ramp up for football, all that good stuff.
Oh, man, I can't wait till the football season. College football and the NFL. It's going down.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, bro. While we're talking, the first thing you let in with was basketball. So let's jump on it. You see my guy, man, I'm hot. And it leads me into my first question. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
He's hurt.
You are not a real Seattle fan rooting for OKC. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. So let me ask you, Kmac. This guy, Holly Burton, is hurt. Man, it's OKC wins. Should it be associated with the Seattle Supersonics history?
Hell nah, man. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you like this, man. The Sonics were stolen by Clay Bennett and his people and everybody. There was a conspiracy theory of the late, great Stern, NBA commissioner. He was involved with it. Like, you can have this team, man. You can do whatever you want. I don't know if it's true, but yo, OKC is not a part of the Seattle Supersonics history at all.
At all. In no way, shape, or form, bro. I don't think. And we could talk about it. I mean, talk about Gary Payton's clip. Did you see it?
Yeah, man. GP said, man, I ain't trying to get my jersey retired in OKC. Come on, man. It got to be in Seattle. It got to be in Seattle. Like, we got to have our team back, bro. You know?
Boom. You heard that from the No Shot Clock cats over here, man. We ain't with that stuff, man. So, OKC, all due respect, it's OKC. It's not Seattle. Don't tie us to that, man. We need our Sonics back. Adam Silver, stop playing with us, man.
It's, it is going to come. I mean, like, we got the arena, fan base. We got everything here, man. We got the Hoopers. I mean, that's number one. And then, I mean, like me, I'm just tired of the ESPN announcers acting like OKC is a part of the Supersonics.
Right.
Right. I mean, they're explaining during the commentary, oh, this franchise's second championship.
No.
Second championship. No, it's a first. And I'm sure the OKC fans don't want to be a part of the Seattle history too. It just
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out to the Kraken, man. You see me rocking the Kraken's hat today because the Kraken. Yeah, let's get it cracking. The chick that owns the Kraken said that she's willing to have some ownership, if not full ownership, of the new franchise. But we just need that approval, man. These owners, you know what I'm saying? Silver, they all need to come together and get this thing done.
Yeah,
Who would be the second team, bro? Vegas?
Yeah, it's gonna be Vegas, man. They was talking about doing Mexico City because they want to go international, but
yeah,
it has to be Seattle, has to be Las Vegas. I don't know what other cities are under it, but
yeah,
for sure we have to have a team. And I think like the people who are in the community, like GP, Jamal, all those guys need to be a part of it. They have some type of role, if it's ownership or if it's like GM or something. Like, we need somebody who spent time on the soil, in Seattle. Man, hey, man, let's get it popping, man. We need a team back, dog.
So do you think just in Seattle, because you got rumors swirling around that Steph wants to have some ownership, it could be one of those type of figures that step in?
Well, Steph 7 going on 38. I think he's probably going to retire around 40, 41, 42. Seattle is probably going to have a team within the next 2 to 3 years. It might pan out that he might get involved. He has cachet. He has the people would go behind Steph. I mean, I don't care. Hey, man, I love Steph Curry. That's one of my guys. So,
for sure.
So yeah, that's what it is. But
bring our Sonics back.
Yeah, bring our Sonics back for sure. Yeah, man, we got another topic going around in the WNBA. I started just scrolling on my phone the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm starting to see a lot of scuffles in the league in the W.
Yes, sir.
And I'm excited about it. I mean, it's keeping me tuned in. And I want to ask you, is that good for the league? All these small scuffles, is that good for the league?
Man, I absolutely love it, to be honest, because women for so long, they've been fighting for their respect, right?
Right.
And they have the platform. and it's their time to prove it, like that they do belong, they can hoop, and they're about their business, man. They're out there competing. There's nothing soft about the WNBA. If you sat down, which I know you have, if you sat through a game and watched them play, man, they're out there playing basketball, bro.
Man, they're playing
And
for
it's
real. They're playing for real.
and the emotions, like we always talk about, it comes with any game that you play. If you're passionate about it, and that's all that is passion coming to the surface, and them getting out there and really playing hard and representing, bro. They're still in the early season where they're not getting the contracts that they respectively deserve, right? And they're fighting, man. And I love it. I love seeing scuffles because it just shows how much they're playing with their heart.
Well,
How about you, bro?
Well, at the end of the day, this actual league is entertainment, and you want fans to be involved. And this is a way for them to bring excitement to the league, draw that viewership and stuff. I mean, because look, it's sad to say, but people love to see people fight. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Not to the extent of where somebody gets hurt. It's a scuffle, of pushing each other, giving a little forearm. It's cool. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. And trust me, this will bring more eyeballs to the game, because you're seeing Caitlin Clark, man, she's starting to talk a lot, and she's getting in scuffles, but she's also backing it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's backing up. She's out there hooping. And then Angel Reese is out there hooping too, man. She's getting boards. She had her ponytail pulled down. Man, she turned off the girls like, make it off. Man, what you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was cool. Which is cool. I like that. You know what I'm
saying? It's going back to the respecting. They're earning their respect. They're they're new in the league. So they're out there earning the respect from the vets, man, and I love everything about it, bro.
Two of the scuffles I saw, none of them wanted any smoke. Vet, but Charles in their face, like, what's good, man? They didn't want no smoke with her. They don't want no smoke in the Charles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. Hey, shout out to our Seattle Storm, man. They're over there. They're looking good.
All right. Yeah, man. One love. All right, man. We gonna have a couple top fives on here, man. We're gonna bring it up. We have a few more of these. And this is a Pacific Northwest edition of the top five. And we're gonna start do Cali, we're gonna do Texas, we're gonna do Ohio, etc. But here we got top five athletes from Wazoo, Washington State. I got my top five. I'm starting off with number one, the Splash Brother.
Hey, yes, sir.
Time champ. He scored 60 points with 11 dribbles. Come on, man. That's
crazy.
Klay Thompson, bro. Klay Thompson's number one. Number two, this guy's an all-time great in the MLB. And, he's from our hometown, Washington. His name is John Olerud.
Mm-hmm.
Great. He's a Yankee great. His center is great. He's a champion. All that above. At number three, man, we're the best corners to ever come out of Washington State. A top 10 pick. I think he was top 10, maybe 11, and he's a Seahawk great. Marcus Trufant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, he locked you down. And
shout out Marcus.
We got three quarterbacks. We got number three, we got Drew Bledsoe. He's a sling that thing. Before Tom Brady, there was Drew Bledsoe. And then he got hurt, and Tom Brady, and it was all she wrote. But Drew, he was cold with it. I'm putting this guy in here because everybody talks about him. He's historic, right? His name is Jack Thompson. And what is he? They call him like the Samoan something. They call him something like that. He is an all-time great there. At number five, it's going to be controversial, but he was great. He was a Heisman runner-up, I think, or close to. Man, his name is Ryan Leaf. He had the school cracking. He was great. Man, he used to sling that thing. His pro career, it didn't pan out, obviously. I mean, there was a lot of things going on. But in college, you cannot question how great he was in college. So that's it. And then we got a few honorable mentions, man. We got Steve Gleason. We got Craig Elo, the NBA great.
Man, he's in the top five, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey, I mean, bro, like, look, a lot of people.
I hated his guts.
A lot of people didn't even know he went to Wazoo. But, I mean, Craig Elo, he's known to be the victim of the shot, of the Jordan shot. Everybody knows him from that. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, bro, there was a lot of victims of him coming down when he was.
Yeah, he was nice. I mean, between him and Mark Price, it was cold. It was a cold backcourt. Yeah. But so you got other guys, you got Garden Minshew. Everybody loved him at Wazoo, and he embraced Wazoo. You got Mark Rippon. Yeah, so he played for the Skins, right? The Redskins, right?
The Redskins. But he's a Seattle native. He was at my church, man. He led our youth group, man. I like that dude. He's a good dude. Mark Rippon.
Then you got Jason Gesser. A lot of people know him because he took that team to the Rose Bowl. Let's keep it real. Yeah. Nice. And then you got Hoopers. You got Kyle Weaver. He was nice. He played on that team that went deep. And then you have football guys, Ryan Long, Luke Falk, and them.
Bro, you left out Cam Ward. What about Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, obviously, Cam Ward, he got his fame over there, and he became the top pick. But yeah, I mean, like you can put him in there as an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the
Who we
list.
missing, chat? Who we missing, chat? If there's anybody, post it up.
Yeah, man, leave in the comments who is your favorite Wazoo players. Let's keep it.
Yeah.
All right, man, I'll let you do the next one, man. Hey, man, what you got?
So here we go. I got the top 5 UW Huskies. We're going with Washington. So here's my top 5, man. I'm gonna have to go with Corey Dillon. Boy, it was cold, man. I'm gonna have to go with B. Roy. I love everything about B. Roy and what he's still doing in the community today.
Yeah, man, he was All-American, and he was the player of the year in the Pac-12. So let's keep it real. We got to keep him.
Yep. I gotta go with Buda Baker, man. Buda Baker, Buda Baker's cold, man. And he's been holding it down. He's had a great league over there, especially with Arizona. I wish we can get him with the Hawks.
Hey, Buda's from the hometown too, so it's all love.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites, man. IT. Shout out IT. Isaiah Thomas, baby.
Yeah, man. The lefty.
Sonic's back. We got to sign you at least for a one-day contract so you can hit the floor.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too late. Then we got my other favorite point guard, man, Nate Robinson, man.
Nate Robinson.
Nate the Great. Those are my 5, man. And obviously we got honorable mentions. Who you got in your top 5?
Man, I'll tell you this. So I got Warren Moon, the slinger. You got to put him in there, man. He's a Husky great. You got Corey Dillon. I got Brandon Roy. Lori Malloy. And I've got Marcus Tuasosopo. I played against him in high school. In college, he was great.
He was Woodinville.
Beast, bro.
For Woodinville, right?
Yeah, he was a beast, bro. Let's just keep it real. He was an athlete. He used to sling that thing, but he also used to run. And he was nice.
That dude, man, he was a man playing amongst boys.
Yeah.
We go watch them games. I'd be like, dang, that's a grown man out there killing them.
Yeah, and so
like you said, he's running through people.
Yeah, so he was a great dual quarterback. He was nice. But I would mention, man.
Hey, shout out Donald Watts.
D. Watts, man, that's our guy.
Man. Yeah, he was definitely a UW great. I mean, there's a lot, man, but we also want to hear from y'all too. Mario Bailey. We can go on and on. My top 5. My stuff is based on cats that I actually got to see, that actually I watched. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that we might have a little conflict, but it is what it is.
I also want to shout out Napoleon Kaufman. He was great.
Man, he was dope, bro.
Reggie Williams, a big-time receiver. Big guy. And then Steve Edman, great. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, all those guys. Mm-hmm. I also want to shout out my boy, Owen Biddle, man, safety. I played with him when I was younger, man. We played against each other, man. He was nice, man. He was a bruiser, man. He was a safety. So
yeah. Hey, while we're talking about cats that we kind of know or rocked with, shout out Jamal Williams. He's our brothers, but he was a small center playing undersized, but holding it down there on that team. And that team was dope, bro. That was on B. Roy's team and all the other cats.
Yeah, shout out Q too, man. Q to PG.
Yeah. We're gonna move into basketball, man. This is another top 5. This is where it gets a little more fun. I'm gonna go with top 5 Seattle Supersonics. Man, this list is tough, bro.
Super dope.
But again, it's based on who I like, who I rocked with, and we definitely got to start with GP. Yep. GP was the face of the Sonics. Then we got Sean Kemp, his right hand man, the original Lob City duo right there. Yeah. Then we're moving on a little farther down. We got to Ray Allen when he came in.
Jesus
Shuttleworth. His wingman was Rashard Lewis. Got to put him in there in my top 5. This is gonna tick some people off, but listen to me and hear me out. This man right here, he was only with us for a couple years because we got him as a rook.
We was just talking about
it. Then he played with that team that stole us. Man, I got to put KD in there because if they would have never stole our team, bro, how many years did he play with OKC?
Man, I think like 10.
Okay, well, you can add those 10 to the Sonics if we still had them. So that right there is my top 5.
I would keep those 4 in there. I would take out AD, and I'll put my guy, man. The X-Man was a bruiser, man. He was a scrapper, man. The X-Man, man. He was dope.
He was. So let's talk about some honorable mentions, bro. We got to talk about some other guys that I'm sure people will forget about. Y'all remember Dana Barros? If you don't, you wasn't really watching the Sonics like that. I love that dude, man.
And he was definition of a combo guard. Like he played a point, but he could sling that thing.
You got Dell Ellis. You got Hersey Hawkins, Ricky Pierce,
jumpers,
smooth cat Eddie Johnson out there moving around like he's a pimp. And then this is a guy, man, that I love that we was talking about a little bit. He had a great career, man, in the NBA after the Sonics. Jeff Green, man. Jeff Green, he held it down.
Yeah, he was dope.
He held it down for a long time. What did I miss?
We got to shout out Earl Watson. You know about it. Earl Watson. And then you got to shout out Tom Chambers was great. You know, he was a 6'10" guy. He could do it all. He was a hooper.
Derek McKee.
Yeah. Derek McKee was all around. He could play in today's game because he can handle the rock. He can do it all, you know?
Bro, you know who I miss? Man, you sent me something the other day about Kevin Calabro. Bro, I miss that dude. But if there's one dude that I love to hear over the radio, and I hear it all the time, when Sam Perkins would hit that 3 in the corner, get on that magic carpet and ride, baby. You remember when he used to say that?
Yeah.
Kevin Calabro was that guy. Shout out Kevin Calabro, man.
Shout out Kevin Calabro, man. He was great, man. He's a cool dude, too. I mean, so sticking with the NBA, man, we got the top 5 Portland Trailblazers. What you think about
we sticking to that PNW.
Hey, man, and they had some players. Let's keep it real. They had some players. We're going to start off with the top 5 Portland Trailblazers. Number 1, Clyde the Glide Drexler. Man, he could fly, man. He could do that thing. He could score the rock. Him and Jordan had some. To me, number 2, I know he had a short career, but he had an efficient career for the short career. Brandon Roy, B. Roy. That's great. You know, he's from Seattle, and he was holding it down because at the time, look, he was on his way, bro. Like, he was on his way. And if he had a full career, I believe he probably would have been top 5 shooting guards ever in history, bro. Okay, so we got him, and then we got Damian Lillard.
Of course.
Dame Time. And then I'm putting this guy in there for all the short kings. I got Damon Stoudemire.
Man, lefty.
Man, he was great at Arizona, but he was also great in the league. And he had handle. Man, he was smooth with it. And then I got my boy. Hey, man, what's that boy's name? Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, he was cold with it.
Boy's a dog.
He had jumper. He had post game. He hit the 3. He was tough. Hey, man, you talk about Tex. Hey, man, he got all the texts in the world. This spot right here, a lot of people are going to question it, but I liked him because he was a PG and he had game. A lot of people don't know he used to put that thing on the glass and
he was cold, man.
His name is Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland was cold.
And he was nice with it. So that's what I got in my top 5. Who you got in your top 5? Who you going to put in?
Man, I like that top 5. I'm going to stick with that top 5, but I'm going to name some honorable mentions because actually this honorable mention list is better than the Sonics honorable mention list because these guys, man.
It is.
Oh, I used to hate when Portland played Seattle, bro. And it was having to watch the cats like TP, Terry Porter. He came with that dog mentality, man. Every game, he would lock up on D. Yeah, and then you had Cliff Robinson. What was he, 6'10"? Man, that dude was bro, one of the first big. I wouldn't say one of the first, but he was one of them stretch dudes that will get out there and pull from deep. He was tall. Cliff Robinson was dope. You got Sabonis. People laugh, but man, that dude. Big old inflation, whatever the heck he was.
Well,
man,
I mean, like you talk about the guys right now in the league. You talk about what's his name,
Joker.
You talk about Joker. He was actually Joker back then.
He was like that, right? Except he didn't have the handle.
He had a little bit of handle, but I mean, he had the dimes. Like his dimes.
But he could shoot. People forgot that dude could shoot, and he was big body. Yeah. And you got cats like Steve Smith. We can't forget about C.J. McCollum, what he did for the franchise. And then one guy that I really love, man, he was like that dude that you see at the park, man, and nobody wanted to mess with, Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph, he didn't have no lift in his game, but he had post game for sure. Yeah. Post game.
Came out there with that dang headband and tore people up.
Yeah, and we can't forget the great Bill Walton, obviously, but that was before our time. Like you could switch out a Rashid and you could put LaMarcus too, either or.
Okay, so here's what I would do on that top 5. If we're basing this off of who, like, I remember, I'm taking out, I hate to do this, bro. I'm going to take out B. Roy.
Ooh, that's questionable.
And I'm going to put in, and I'm going to get cooked, but I do not care. I'm putting in Jerome Kersey.
Jerome Kersey was a beast. He used to go to the rim hard.
Bro, Jerome Kersey was that guy.
Yeah, he was tough.
He was that enforcer on their team with Clyde, Terry Porter, and them, bro. Jerome Kersey, nobody wanted with that. That team was they had that dog mentality. They had that running rebels kind of style.
He was more like Maurice Lucas back in the day with Bill Walton, but he was that guy. And man, he was tough, bro. Yeah, he put him in there. Man, he was a killer, man. He used to go to the whole hard, man. He used to run the floor and just dunk on. That team back then was so cold with Terry Porter, Clyde, Jerome. They had Cliff. They had a lot of guys on that team. It was a great team.
While we're talking about hometown stuff, man, because I do consider Portland, part of the Pacific Northwest, so close to home, man. I think a lot of the Sonics fans, when we lost our Sonics, it hurt so bad that You know, a lot of them actually went to support, and to this day, you know, support Portland Trailblazers. But while we're talking about that, there's one thing that popped up in the headlines about Richard Sherman. Shout out Richard Sherman. You know, we mess with you. I'm in Florida now, but I'm a Seattle native. I still mess with you the long way because of what you did for the city. You put on for the Seahawks, and I wanted to give you your flowers. But the thing that popped up in the news, and the other thing too, is I used to own a bail bond business, so I know that how the whole thing works with what he's going through. Right? They're posting this stuff on there, trying to make him look like a bad guy, which media always does. Richard has always had that kind of that issue with the media just because of how flagrant he is, rightfully so. He's never backed off. He's always backed up his talk.
Smart guy
So he
too.
gets and he's very smart, Stanford grad, you know, all that good stuff, man. So they're painting it as, you know, he got convicted of another UI. Well, this is something that happened a long time ago, first and foremost. Second part of it is he pled guilty. He took accountability, and that's what people don't see. He took accountability and said, "Yeah, I did this. I'm ready for what's going to happen after that." But a lot of people don't see, man, the stuff that athletes go through. Kmac, that because you played at a high level too. There's a lot of stuff that people go through that as athletes, and I say this because I have a lot of professional athletes, former and current, you know, friends that actually talk about this stuff. Everybody's human. We're all human, right? It doesn't matter how much money you make. You talk to people with millions and millions of dollars, it doesn't make you happy, right? But what I'm saying is this stuff, the stigmatism that athletes get that they can't be human is pretty sad. And what I'm seeing with this thing, with this situation is he's trying to get cooked for something that he's taking accountability for. Everybody that has stuff that they deal with, you know, let's act like let's not act like nobody doesn't drink, you know, have a couple sips, and anybody can get caught in that kind of situation, but it's the accountability part. So what I'm saying is shout out Richard.
Any of it too. We don't condone it, but at the same time, everybody slips up.
Everybody slips. Everybody has mistakes, man, and that's the sucky part about media, right? They're always trying to look at the bad, but I really just want to point that out because Richard has done so much for the community. He's a very smart gentleman, done very well in his business, and you know, there's a saying that the bail bond company that I first started working for had a saying is sometimes bad things happen to good people, and that's true, man. It's true. So, man, shout out to Richard again. Keep doing your thing, man. Everything will be 100, and to everybody else, you know, that's going through some stuff. Everybody's human, man. Support each other.
Well said. Well said. Shout out Sherm. Hey, man, that's about it, man. This is a No Shot Clock. I'm K-Mac.
I'm Muggz. Till next time. Peace, y'all.
We out.